My child, the hour of your breakthrough is at hand. Don't let this moment slip away into another season of unanswered longings. Behind every silent tear, I have been weaving a tapestry of restoration that will soon burst forth. But only if you remain awake with faith now. Stay with me to the end. This is the sacred intersection where your deepest ache meets its answer, and every second you hesitate risks this door of divine alignment closing forever. Not one single word you have spoken has been forgotten. The whispered hopes, the silent yearnings, the faint cries when you felt drained and weak. I have heard them all, and not only heard but treasured and remembered. My beloved, my love for you is not measured by fleeting feelings or dependent on whether you sense my presence. It is deep, unwavering, and constantly working for your highest good, even when you cannot yet perceive it. You have asked for healing, for your tired body to be renewed, for your restless mind to find calm once more. You have laid before me your urgent needs, your finances, your work, the uncertain road ahead, and I have listened. But my purpose is greater than simply helping you endure. I came so you might rise. I do not merely mend the broken parts of your life. I recreate, renew, and breathe new life into what you believed was lost forever. Oh child, this is the moment I move. This is the sacred intersection where heaven touches earth to bring breakthroughs into your life. You persevered when others gave up. You prayed on when no miracle seemed to appear. You sowed seeds of faith even when your heart felt as if it was fading away. And now I show you, no endurance is ever wasted. No tear falls without my noticing. The seeds you planted in darkness, in moments unseen by others, in long nights that felt hopeless, are now beginning to break through the barren ground. Your eyes may not yet perceive it, but your spirit senses the shift in seasons. I tell you, the harvest has begun. This is not luck, but the rightful reward of steadfast trust, a divine answer from heaven to a faithful heart. You will be healed, not only in body but in soul. The hidden wounds and unseen fractures will be touched by my hand and made whole. I will provide for you materially, but I will also broaden your vision and lead you into a purpose far beyond what you have imagined. From now on, your steps will no longer wander aimlessly, for I go before you, walk beside you, and guard your rear, upholding, guiding, and protecting you with my steady hand. Know this, my presence with you is unconditional, not because you are good enough, strong enough, or pray enough, but because you belong to me, because I chose you. I called you by name even before you were born. My love for you does not waver with your failures, pain, or doubts. It remains constant. O child, do not turn away from your weaknesses, for in them my power is made perfect. You need not strive anymore. Simply open your heart, take my hand, and walk step by trembling step toward me, and you will see how, in every aspect of your life, your work, your relationships, your health, your finances, even your deepest unspoken desires, I will pour out blessings, restore what was lost, and lead you into heavenly abundance. My dear one, in every step you've taken, even if unnoticed, I have watched over you with eyes full of love and compassion. I saw you smile through heartache, rise again despite exhaustion, and witnessed moments when you had no words left, only a heavy heart. Yet, in those moments, you were most beautiful to me. Not because you were perfect, but because you were sincere, a small soul who refused to give up. Do you realize this? Your weakness draws me closer, not pushes me away. I do not seek strength by the world's standards. I seek the soft-hearted, those who lean on me amid life's storms. You have done this. Though no one praised you or understood, your faithfulness moved all of heaven. I know there were days you wondered, why do others receive answers while I wait silently? Moments when others were blessed and your heart ached, not with envy, but with confusion about where you went wrong. But hear me, child. My timing for you is never late. I have not forgotten you. I have not overlooked your secret acts or the small sacrifices only I have witnessed. You might think your efforts vanished like the wind, but every act done with a pure heart is recorded in the book of life. I measure you not by instant results, but by your steadfast faith over time. There are seasons I keep things silent, not because I am idle, but because I am planting deep roots in your soul. Because of this, when the winds change, you will stand firm like a tree rooted by hidden waters. Now, child, lift your eyes. Do not focus on circumstances or limitations, but on me, the one who began a good work in you and will bring it to completion. The days behind you were not meaningless. They are the foundation for what I am about to do. You are not lost. You are being led toward a promised land where all you endured will bear fruit. I will transform your pain into strength, your failures into lessons that fortify your spirit. I will take crooked paths and make them straight, guiding you into the destiny I have prepared. Do not fear closed doors, for I am opening doors no one can shut. Do not grieve the past, for your future shines brighter than anything you dared to dream. I am preparing something new, not a copy of the old, but something completely unprecedented in your life. When it comes, you will understand. Every burden was worth it. Every sorrow had meaning, and every lonely step was not in vain. Oh, my child, I know there are days you feel abandoned, when prayers echo back in silence, but I promise, not one word is wasted. Not a single tear-stained prayer goes unnoticed. I am working quietly but surely, preparing a new season. A season when the old passes away and all things become new. Prepare your heart to receive, not just a small blessing, but an overflow so vast your space cannot contain it. Not only in health or finances, but in inner peace, true joy, restored relationships, and revived dreams. I will not just restore what was lost, but bring more. My beloved child, today I draw near, not in thunder or wind, but in the gentle breath of healing from my heart. I know your body's weariness, the aches no one else sees. There have been mornings you woke fragile with hope, only to face exhaustion again. I have seen you try to appear strong when inside you long to collapse. But hear this clearly today. I will touch your body, not as a passing breeze, but with restoring power that renews. I will heal damage caused by years, illness, stress, and sorrow. I will breathe deep, restful sleep, calm heartbeats, and life-giving energy into you. My healing is not fleeting, but a deep renewal, a miracle that starts in your soul and mind, then flows outward to your body. You will be rewoven, every cell, every fiber, every vessel, not in the old pattern, but in a fresh, perfect design. You will no longer merely endure pain, but step into a life flowing with unbroken light. You will live with strength, depth, and wholeness, body and spirit. When worries storm your mind, I will come like refreshing rain, sweeping away dryness and bringing peace no earthly source can provide. I know you're tired of pretending to be okay. You don't have to anymore. In my arms, you can let it all go. I will untangle every knot, heal buried painful memories, and lift burdens held too long. When they fade, your soul will shine like dawn after the storm. I will plant within you a joy not dependent on circumstance, a deep, lasting joy from heaven. Nothing can steal it because it is born of my eternal love. Now, let me address another burden on your heart: finances. You have lived through days where every coin cost sweat and tears. You dared not dream big. You just wanted to survive each day. But I saw every step you took. I saw when you had little yet did not close your heart. You gave not from abundance, but from faith. You gave quietly, sometimes sacrificing your needs to help others. I saw you choose integrity and honesty in your work, rejecting dishonest gain even at personal cost. I saw you bring your best to your family, Even when lacking, you gave, not just money, but from your heart. I, who see all, have not forgotten a single act done in love and in my name. My child, today I declare, I will open heaven's storehouses, not just so you have enough, but so you have abundance. Not just to get by, but to walk in generosity, peace, and freedom from anxiety. You have been faithful with little. Now I will entrust you with much. I will not only provide, but teach you stewardship, growth, and prosperity without losing your soul. You will no longer fear paying rent or rising costs. I will guide you step by step. It may come as new ideas, unexpected opportunities, or shifts in work. Whatever form it takes, it will come from my hand, marked by my goodness and faithfulness. And most precious of all, I will make you a blessing to others. Not just a receiver, but a giver. An unending stream of abundance, love, and kindness. Others will see in you a God who heard prayers, who saw faithfulness in shadows, and rewarded the unseen. I do not bless because you earned it, but because I love you and you trusted me through hardship. I have forgotten nothing. Every whispered prayer, every drop of sweat, every right choice under pressure, I cherish and will reward. Do not think I only act when you succeed. I have been working all along. Even as you waited, everything I prepare, though unseen, is completed day by day. When the time is right, it will come, not too soon, not too late, but full, perfect, and beyond your imagination. My beloved child, open your heart now. Open your spiritual ears and unlock those parts once sealed by past wounds. Hear every word, not as mere sounds, but as life itself. They bring not just hope, but power to transform your reality. What I do in your life will be unlike anything before. You will no longer knock warily. Doors will come to you and open, not by human strength, but by my hand, the one holding all keys. You will marvel at opportunities, not by schemes, but by my boundless mercy. Doors once shut, places where you were rejected or overlooked, I will open and no one will close again. What seemed lost, I will restore and multiply. Those who ignored you will see how I raise you, not for revenge, but to glorify my name through you. Streams of living water will flow in your mind like rivers through a desert. When you feel empty, I will refill you. As you step into a new season, your mindset will renew. I will teach you to see spiritually, to perceive what is yet unseen, and call forth what is not as though it were. I will sharpen your vision to discern direction, even when others are lost in confusion. But child, remember this. I do not bless so you live selfishly. I fill you to enrich you with compassion, influence, and heavenly power. Every gift I place in your hands carries a commission. Every grace comes with a mission. You were not born just to survive. You were created to bring my glory through how you live, work, love, and walk. I bless you to send. When I add wealth, influence, and talents, it is the start of a new journey, one where you live not for yourself, but for a kingdom beyond this world. You will stop asking, "How will I have enough?" and start asking, "Lord, what do you want me to do with what you've given?" I bless you to anoint, so whatever you touch bears heaven's mark. When you speak, people will listen, not for eloquence, but because my spirit rests on your lips. When you act, there will be fruit, not by your power, but because I empower you. Every step you take sows life. Every word you speak can lift a soul from ashes. Remember, I bless you to position. I place you not for appearances, but for purpose. Wherever you are, you make my name known. Whether a business person, artist, teacher, worker, or leader, be a light on the mountaintop, not hidden. You are salt to the earth, not only preserving, but transforming the world's flavor. Do not let small things cloud your grand vision. Do not let blessings make you forget your provider. Because I love you, I not only give, but teach stewardship. I do not pour out for waste. I instruct how to use time, finances, influence, even relationships with wisdom and grace. If you listen, I will show you how to invest not only in tangible things but in souls. I will teach when to hold on, when to let go, when to speak, when to be silent, when to move forward, when to wait. Do not run ahead, for the way that seems right leads to weariness. Do not lag behind in fear, for wherever I call, I have prepared. Walk with me step by step, day by day. When you walk with me, you will lack nothing. You are not alone. I have assigned angels to guard your every step. Battles you never saw were fought by them on your behalf. Dangers never reached you because I blocked them. I go before you like a pillar of fire by night to light your way. I stand beside you as a shield from the enemy's arrows. I follow behind as your rear guard, defending you from every attack. You are covered, not by worldly shadows, but by the radiance of my presence. So, child, do not fear when I unfold things too great for your eyes to see. Do not let humility be an excuse to reject the greatness I have destined for you. I know your heart whispers, "Why me? What can I offer?" And I say, because you are the one I chose. I do not seek the perfect, but the willing. Not because you are remarkable, but because you are attentive. Not because you are always right, but because you repent. Not because you are strong, but because you lean on my strength. I saw a flame within you, small but faithful, and breathed life into it so it would not die. Now I will cause it to blaze. A calling is awakening in you, a silent, mighty stirring rising from your depths. That is my voice, calling you higher, deeper, greater. I am preparing you not for one battle, but a life marked by heaven. Every trial was not in vain. Every wound, every fall, every abandonment was divine refinement. You are not broken. You are being shaped. You are not forgotten. You are being made ready. I forge in you a steadfast heart, a discerning mind, a soul unmoved by this age's deceptions. While others chase applause, you chase my presence. While others seek position, you seek my calling. That is what sets you apart, and why I entrust you with great things. But the greater the call, the deeper the obedience must be. Do not let my gift become your burden, because you bear it alone. Walk with me. Let me guide you daily. Our connection is in every breath, decision, step. When you step into a new vision or mission, you will feel a strength never known. Not a fleeting feeling, but boldness born of spiritual certainty. I will give you clarity amid chaos. You will discern truth from noise. Those who need you will find you, not for perfection, but because you carry life. When you speak, words will be accompanied by my presence. When you enter a place, darkness recedes even without a word. For I will make you my dwelling place, not a building, but you. You are a living temple. When I dwell within you, every place becomes holy ground. No longer timid or burdened by shame, but saturated with my presence, sealed by my power. I give you spiritual authority, not just a title. When you walk in it, hell will take notice. My presence is your faith's foundation. When lies whisper you are not enough, look to me. I am why you stand. When temptation comes and trials crowd, hold fast to my word. It is your unshakable rock. When storms rage, lift your eyes to my name. It makes hell tremble, sickness flee, and oppressors bow. You do not just bear my name, you live in it. Therein lies your power. You are sent, not in fear, but authority. You walk not in confusion, but in light. You do not strive alone, I work with you. You are part of a grand design unfolding on earth. What I begin in you is not just for you, but generations to come. You will leave a legacy, not only possessions, but living faith, unwavering loyalty, and a life walked hand in hand with me. So arise, child, wipe your tears. Leave behind disappointments, failures, insecurities, fears. They hold no power. Now I do a new thing. A new season begins. A wide door opens. A commissioned life awaits. Step into it, not trembling, but in unwavering faith, for I who called you will fulfill it. My child, I know all you've endured. I have seen every harsh word spoken about you, words that wounded you silently. They called you weak, insufficient, destined to fail. They defined you by old mistakes, failures, and limits they thought permanent. They saw you through the world's narrow lens, but I see you through the eyes of your Creator. Their voices overwhelmed your mind briefly, but will never have the final word. Only I, the Creator, your Heavenly Father, declare your truth, and I proclaim, you were chosen before the world's foundations. You are called by name. You are engraved on my hand. No one can snatch you away. You are blessed, loved, anointed, and appointed for a purpose greater than you can imagine. O beloved, your past no longer defines you. Though a place of wounds, falls, and regret, I have entered it to do what none could. I did not erase your past, I transformed it. Old chapters remain, not erased, but proof of my great grace. I see you with mercy and joy, not judgment. No matter what labels the world placed, I place one. You are mine. Your true identity is not what you did or failed to do. It is who you are in my eyes. I call you warrior, not for never falling, but for rising again. I call you strong, not for never feeling weak, but for trusting me in weakness. I call you light, not for flawlessness, but because my light shines within you. The world sees flaws, I see potential. They define you by past, I define you by what I do in and through you. I have written your future, not in ink but living promise. A future solid as rock, built on my word that never returns void. The hope I placed in you is steady, not fleeting. You will not be swept away, for I have tied you to unchanging truth. Do not let old seasons define the new things I am doing. Do not let those who cannot see what I see cause doubt. Let my word guide you. Let my truth teach you. You are not a product of failure, but a masterpiece of holy design. Your path is not easy. I never promised smoothness. I have not removed all battles, but I promise you will never fight alone. Every calling meets resistance. Resistance confirms you walk the right way. The enemy attacks what has value. If targeted, you carry something significant. Fear not, for I, Lord of hosts, am with you. You will battle but never be unarmed. You will have spiritual weapons, heavenly wisdom, and power from above. You are no longer fragile, barely holding on. You are a victor, assured that I have gone before you and victory is secured. I renew your strength. What seemed dry, I fill again. The dry places in your soul will bloom. Dreams laid to rest will come alive. You will live not exhausted but increased. No longer surviving, but living with divine purpose. Not relying on your strength, but standing firm in my Spirit's power. You will pass through fire unburned, through flames without smoke. Stand in storms unshaken. For I who called you lifts you by mighty hand. So child, square your shoulders. Lift your head. You are no longer a victim. You are called. You need not fear. You are covered by my presence. No longer defined by men's words. Called by heaven's voice. Chosen, anointed, sent. Not for perfection, but because I am faithful. If I began good work in you, I will complete it till you enter glory. Beloved, every time you call my name, every time your heart opens, even with a whisper, I hear. I do not require perfect prayers or rituals, only a sincere heart. Whenever you turn to me, I respond, you do not seek in vain. I never hide from those who seek me in spirit and truth. I do not play hide and seek. I do not leave you alone in weary paths. I am always here, patient, loving, waiting for your return each time you stray. When you come back, I do not scold but open my arms, catch you, whisper, I never left. I speak, you will hear, not in chaos but in soul's stillness. Not in storms but gentle breezes where I comfort with peace no world can give. I guide your steps not with maps but with step-by-step direction. Moment by moment, I place peace in your heart when you walk rightly. I warn you when you stray. If you listen, you will never be lost. Walking in my guidance brings joy, not fleeting but deep rejoicing from knowing you're on the Creator's path. Child, do not fear now or future. Though the world trembles, times change, pillars fall. I remain steady, and you will stand firm in me. I do not promise a stormless life, but promise you will not be swept away. When others despair, you will rise because hope lives in you. When darkness covers all, my light in you shines bright. You are safe beneath my wings, no force can touch you. Even if enemies plot, they cannot breach my protection. No matter how dire, your destiny is in my hands. No power can change what I decree. Child, do not fear loss. What I place in your hands, no one takes. Every promise I spoke will bear fruit. If you stumble, I bring you back. Nothing lost I cannot restore. Nothing slipped away I cannot return manyfold. I am the redeemer of lost years, the restorer of broken things, the one who brings you to your rightful place. So be at peace. You cannot lose what I ordained. You cannot be denied what I declared. You live by my grace and eternal purpose, not man's approval. And child, trust me with timing. You may grow impatient watching others receive what you await. You may ask, have you forgotten me? Is the promise delayed? But I say, I never forgot. I know the perfect time. Every promise has its season. I am never late nor rushed. My timing is perfect. When you don't see movement, I am not idle. Even in stillness, I arrange, orchestrate, and work behind your life's scenes. I prepare you so when your season comes, you receive and sustain fully. Trust the process. Be steadfast on unanswered days. Stay faithful in unclear times. Because in this process, I refine your faith, build character, and strengthen foundations. If you trust only in good times, faith won't hold in storms. But if you trust in silence, with no signs but sacred stillness, you will find me deeper than ever. Child, I know you wait. I know it's hard. Sometimes your heart wants to quit, thinking, maybe that dream was not for me. But I say, hold on longer. The door will open. What I prepared nears. Your heart is ready to receive. Do not fear the long winter. It is when roots grow deep. When spring comes, what rises will be strong, fruit-bearing trees, not fragile sprouts. I love you, not for deeds, but because you belong to me. I won't abandon you mid-journey. I don't require constant strength, only faithfulness and coming to me. When you do, I handle the rest. I lift you when weak, I guide you when blind, I speak and you hear. I act and you know it is I, the faithful, unchanging one. Beloved child, do not think I am silent. Even when unseen, unheard, or misunderstood, I move steadily, skillfully, lovingly. I arrange invisible details, prepare doors, people, and timing aligned to your mission. I work precisely, not hastily. In ordinary moments, a holy plan unfolds. I protect you from obvious dangers and from what seemed opportunities but led astray. There are desires I withheld, places I did not open, not from neglect but love too deep to let you walk into unfit paths. I see farther than you see. I know what your soul needs for the journey ahead. It may feel slow, but I lead you on a narrow path few choose, a path to abundant life, deep peace, and unshakable joy. Every faithful step, however small, shakes the unseen realms. Though you think you walk alone in silence, you move the heavens. Your prayers need not be loud or elaborate. One honest whisper, a sigh from your heart's depths is enough to move me. I hear even what you cannot voice. I understand unspoken cries. In those moments, I act, not to grant every desire, but to fulfill your true needs. Never underestimate faith, even as small as a mustard seed. Faith need not be perfect or grand. It must only be real. When you believe without seeing, choose trust over complaint, persistence over giving up, prayer over despair. That faith parts seas, raises valleys, and breaks unseen chains. Do not measure my work by what your eyes see. Some miracles happen quietly. My greatest acts you recognize only in hindsight, seeing how I shaped every detail faithfully. Child, keep walking by faith. I call you not to live by feelings but by truth, not by fleeting things but by my unchanging promises. If you remain faithful, you will witness impossibilities become real. Doors once closed will open. Dreams once dead will breathe life again. Limits you placed on yourself will break. Not because you earned it, but because I am merciful and keep my word. When blessings come, and they will, remember, it is not the end but the beginning. I bless not to make life easy, but to expand your influence. I bless to glorify my name through your testimony. When I heal, restore, and lift you, it must flow beyond you to others. I do not place blessings for hoarding, but for sharing, multiplying, and shining light in darkness. You are given not to store, but to use wisely. Raised not to boast, but to uplift. Favored not for superiority, but to be an example. Humble, kind, generous, attentive, and loving without condition. I desire not a display vessel, but a living river. As you let blessings flow, I pour more. Where flow exists, dryness never returns. Child, I will use your life as a lighthouse, shining brightly where weary souls seek direction. You need not be perfect for me to use you, only willing. I will take your past, even painful parts, and turn it into light. I will turn mistakes into lessons for others. I will transform tears into streams refreshing dry souls. You cannot imagine the impact of a life fully surrendered, but I promise, when you let me lead, I will write a story no one imagined. Your life story will be a lamp in darkness, a flicker strong enough to ignite hope in broken hearts. What you endured, loss, wounds, tear-streaked paths, will not be wasted. Every page marked by pain or error will become living proof of healing power. Nothing in your past can cancel my plan. On the contrary, what seemed useless becomes the tools I use to validate, testify, and reveal mercy. What was broken I reshape, not just restored, but made more beautiful, brighter, and purposeful. The pain that silenced you becomes a voice of hope for longing souls. There is a way back. I turn your brokenness into testimony, fear into boldness, weakness into living witness of my strength. You no longer hide your past. It is where I planted restoration's seeds. Years once lost become foundations of wisdom. Dead ends become grounds where I begin anew with you. When you tell your story, listeners will not see you, but see me. The one who never gave up, who stepped into darkness to bring you out and make you light for others. Your words carry power, not theory, but lived truth. You comfort others, not with cliches, but deep compassion. You lead with kindness because you once needed leadership. You need not force your light. It rises naturally from dark places. That is what draws wandering souls. They see one who did what none could. In you. Your journey is not over. What I desire in you is only beginning. What you experienced was the dawn's first light. Much more awaits. The vision you had was but a glimpse. What I will do far surpasses imagination. Each day is preparation. Each challenge an opportunity for faith. One day you will see all had purpose. What seemed the end becomes the beginning. What brought shame becomes your crown. What you wish to forget becomes proof grace never fails. The greatest promises await. You stand at a new season's threshold where all I've spoken unfolds step by step. Then you will no longer question if I chose you, for you will see I was always there. Now I bring you into my eternal plan's fullness. My beloved, no longer bow under old limits. Lift your head and open spiritual eyes to see what I am doing. What comes is not mere continuation, but a turning point. A new door leading beyond the familiar, higher than any dream, deeper than any understanding, wider than any vision, farther than you thought possible. You are no longer bound to old paths. I tear down walls built by time, others, and even you. Lift your head, not proud but freed from shame and fear. I reveal a new vision, a heavenly view where all is possible. See not with human eyes, but eyes of faith. Expand your heart. What I pour out cannot fit in old vessels. Your heart must grow to hold greater peace, joy, wisdom, and grace. You will laugh, not politely but from deep within, knowing you live in what is right, on time in my divine plan. My favor is not a fleeting breeze but a wave watering dry places. You will no longer strive for enough but live in abundance. My presence will flood your life, not only in worship but in work, relationships, daily walk. More of me means less anxiety. More of me means less striving. More of me means more guidance and strength where you felt weak. But to receive more, release the old. Let go of thoughts you're not enough, that love must be earned, that your past mistakes define you. Let them fall like autumn leaves. I renew you. Do not let old labels hold you back. The words that broke you, I replace with living words. I choose you. I call you. I place you in high places where past limits spoke. I open a new path, no chains, no walls, only faith in my leading. I write your next chapter, not in black ink of disappointment, but with hope's light. Old chapters full of mistakes remain, not erased, but proof of what comes next's beauty. I do not give just purpose. I give a new name, a name no one can take, a name not tied to regret, but redemption. No longer bound to failure, but anchored in grace and destiny. I raise you not just to stand tall, but to break generational barriers. You will walk beyond ancestors' dreams. I bring life through you. You live not just for today, you sow for the future. Your legacy will not be material alone. It will be a purposeful life. Faith refined by fire, and a river of blessing flowing to generations. Negative family cycles, poverty, doubt, addiction, brokenness I break, not by your strength but by mine. And not only break, I rebuild. I establish a new, strong, unshakable path in you. Change is happening. You feel it as unease or stirring. Do not resist. Do not cling to endings. You were not made for comfort zones. Stability is shaken, not to harm but to make room for greater. Transitions bring tears but also rich new seasons. Stand firm. Be ready. The door opens, not to return, doubt, or delay. I call you into a new journey. A journey with me, not just to live better but truer. Not just to receive but to give. As you walk, heaven will witness a once broken soul now shining like the rising sun, radiant in the perfect plan of the one who chose, loved, and never left. My beloved child, be still and listen. I call you deeper into the new thing unfolding before your eyes. You may feel at a crossroads where the familiar fades and the unknown awaits. I know your hesitation and confusion when control is lost. But remember, I am the unchanging one amid change. I breathe life into transitions, not just doing new things, but walking with you through every step. Do not cling to old simply because it feels safe. Do not hold on to past good that no longer fits. Things serve their season but cannot journey forward. When seasons shift, so do methods, environments, and sometimes companions. Not because I'm unfair, but because I clear the way for greater, deeper, fruitful things. What I prepare is unlike anything you've known. It requires tenderness, willingness, and faith. Faith not in circumstance, but in me, the faithful one. I know letting go breaks your heart. Leaving familiar is never easy. But trust this, when I call you out of the old, I do not leave you alone. I walk with you through every step. When you tremble, I uphold. When you hesitate, I encourage. When lost, I illuminate the way. You never walk in darkness. My word is your compass, unwavering, sure. My spirit whispers to your soul, guiding every step. My love comforts, shields, upholds, and anchors you when fear threatens. Child, I lead you not into chaos but into promise. a land cultivated by my words from the start. You may not understand now. You face trials, but keep walking. You will see every word I spoke is true. With each step, know I never withdrew my goodness. I remain your father, guide, and faithful friend. Do not fear the unknown. Do not retreat to the old for safety. I called you to faith, not limitation. A life soaring beyond flesh's calculations. You cannot carry both worlds forever, holding old while longing for new. You must choose to trust me enough to let go, to believe that even when your hands feel empty, that is precisely when I can fill them the most. When you lay down what is old, I will place into your hands things far beyond your imagining, things you could never create by your own strength. I will give by grace what you could never purchase with money or effort. I will grant it by my mercy and eternal purpose. You will learn to walk without a map because I will be your guide. You will learn to trust when clarity fades, for true faith is measured not by feelings, but by steadfast perseverance. You will discover that when I initiate something new, the first place I begin is within you, your mind, your heart, your habits, your perceptions. Before I expand your influence outwardly, I will first enlarge your spiritual capacity inwardly, removing what is outdated and planting seeds of new life. And when the new is firmly established inside you, the new outside will naturally follow, in a way both organic and supernatural. Do not be surprised if you no longer fit into what once belonged to you. I am restructuring you from within to align you with this new season. Some relationships will fade, not because you have failed, but because I am preparing deeper, spiritually aligned connections for you. Some doors will close, not because you missed your chance, but because I have other doors leading to something far greater. Some parts of you will die: pride, control, fear, judgment, so that new life can spring forth. And through all these changes, take heart. I am the unchanging one amid every shifting tide. I am the firm foundation beneath your feet, the wall of fire around you, and the breath of life within you. So walk not by sight, but by faith. Stand firm, even when the path ahead is unclear, for I am not merely leading you to a place, I am leading you to myself. And where I am, there you will always find true life, true peace, and joy beyond description. Once, there was a person who sat in silence among the shattered pieces of their life, weighed down by unspeakable regret. A soul that once shone brightly was reduced to ashes, burned by wrong choices, wandering roads, and countless times turning away when I called. They needed no one to remind them of their failure. Their own heart had pronounced the harshest judgment. They believed they had gone too far, that the way back no longer existed, that grace was no longer for them, and they were too unclean to enter my presence. Their view of themselves was stained, convinced they were the last person I could still love. But in a silent night, when all else had left, when even their voice faltered beneath the weight of guilt, a whisper broke through, a prayer, fragmented and incomplete, but sincere. No eloquence, no strength, just a cry, "Please save me." And in that moment, when it seemed no one was listening, I heard, not just with ears, but with my heart. No grand ceremony was required, no sacred hymn, just one cry from a broken soul. And I rushed in like dawn breaking after the longest night. No delay, no hesitation. I came. I did not ask why. I did not demand they recount their sins. I did not remind them how many times they had fallen. I came to cleanse. I came to embrace. I came to restore. I knelt and with my own blood washed away every stain they thought would never be removed. The very things that shamed them most lost all power. I took their old, tattered garments of shame, of past, of self-condemnation, and clothed them in robes of righteousness. I placed upon them a new identity, not rejected but forgiven, not discarded but deeply loved. Then I leaned down and whispered, "You are mine. You have always been mine, and I have never stopped loving you." They could not comprehend why such love remained after all they had done. But that is my nature. I do not love because people deserve it. I love because I am love. And when that soul realized I had never left, that my grace was vast enough to fill even the deepest void, they stood up, no longer bowed in shame, but lifted in redemption. Now that one walks through life not merely as a survivor, but as a living witness of my mercy. No longer hiding in silence, they speak of the one who found them in ashes, lifted them up, and called their name when they believed they were unworthy to be known. They speak of me not as a concept, but as the one who came, embraced, saved, and gave life anew. They speak with a trembling voice, yet filled with certainty. I was once lost, but he called me home. I once lost faith in myself, but he never lost faith in me. No one can use their past to shame them anymore, for I have used that very past to glorify my grace. What the enemy intended for destruction, I have turned into testimony. The pit thought to be a grave has become the place of resurrection. The cry once of grief has become a song. The scar that once made them hide is now proof of healing. That soul once imprisoned by fear is now free, not simply to live, but to live for me, because they called upon my name, and my name never returns void. That name not only saves, it redefines. It not only breaks chains, it builds new temples. That name is life, hope, and the answer for those who think they've gone too far. And through one redeemed soul, I will redeem many more. For where mercy flows, power is released. Where grace dwells, resurrection, life springs forth. And that story, born from a faint prayer, now burns as a flame that will never be extinguished. My child, let me tell you about the small yet courageous souls, those once bound by fear so deeply they could barely breathe through a single day without trembling. They lived in a chaotic world, constantly surrounded by noise and looming threats. For them, each day was a battle. Not against others, but against their own minds screaming with anxiety and panic. Every step outside their door was like walking through thick fog, uncertain and fragile. When they looked around, all they saw was darkness. Light seemed vanished from their sight. Long, restless nights followed, not due to physical exhaustion, but because their souls were burdened by countless worries. They feared loss. They feared failure. They feared not being enough. They feared abandonment. And they feared they would never be free. Then, something miraculous happened. Not loudly, not spectacularly, not a headline-worthy miracle, just a quiet moment, delicate and small. Yet it stirred heaven's realms. They began to trust me, not with bold declarations or grand gestures, but with a trembling whisper from deep within, an unspoken cry. Lord, if you are real, please come. And in that moment, I, the Almighty, drew near, not with thunder or flames, but with a presence as gentle as breath. I did not rebuke their fear. I did not demand strength before approaching. I met them in their weakest place, the vulnerable space no one else saw. But I saw clearly. Day by day, they sought me, not as victors seeking another blessing, but as the parched searching for the first drop of rain in a desert. Each morning, despite anxiety, they cried out to me. Each night, their minds swirling with thoughts, they whispered, Lord, stay with me. And I was there, every day, every night. I did not rush to change their circumstances, for first, I desired to heal the storm within. I touched their souls where fractures had formed, where years of fear had left them bent. I did not lecture on why they should not fear. I came to hold their hand, to sit beside them, and to assure them they were not alone. The peace I gave did not come because every problem was solved instantly. It did not arrive by sudden shifts in circumstance. It was a different kind of peace, one that surpasses all understanding, beyond human logic, beyond what eyes see or ears hear. Peace like the wind, gentle yet as unshakable as a mountain. It did not erase challenges, but transformed how they faced them. From that peace, new courage grew. They were no longer frightened souls, though their world remained much the same. They began to walk steadily, not because the path was easier, but because they realized something greater. I was walking with them. I did not simply remove their fear. I rescued them from an invisible prison, the prison of panic, sleepless nights, shattered dreams, and the lies that they would never escape. I opened the door, not with force, but with truth, that they are loved, protected, and precious to one who will never leave them. Step by step, prayer by prayer, choice by choice to trust me, chains of fear began to break until the day came when they could say, "Fear no longer controls me," not because nothing frightening remains, but because they have seen me, the one greater than all their trembling. Today, these once fearful people who doubted their survival now stand firm. They stand not with arrogance, but with quiet strength and deep humility. They are not merely rescued. They are living proof grace can transform a life. They can look into the eyes of another who is afraid and say, "I've been there, and if he could rescue me, he will do the same for you." Once prisoners of fear, they have become messengers of freedom, not because they are strong, but because I, the Eternal One, have been with them. My child, I have seen every tear you have quietly shed. Not one night has passed without me seeing the anguish in your heart, the pain of a father, a mother, or loved one watching a child slip slowly away from all that is good, away from the light I placed in them from the beginning. I have seen your pleading, not once, but unceasingly. Your lips have repeated the same prayer, sometimes choked with tears, sometimes too exhausted for words, leaving only a sigh. But every sigh is etched into my heart. Do you think nothing is happening? That your prayers have vanished into the void? No, my child. I am the one who remembers every whisper. I am the one who keeps every fallen tear. When your eyes see nothing, I am already working in secret. When you think I am silent, that is when I am sending angels, clearing paths and breaking invisible chains your eyes cannot yet see. There are deep roots of addiction, confusion, and despair you cannot reach, but I can. There is darkness so thick it seems to swallow the soul, but my light is strong enough to pierce through it all. I have gone where no one else dares, into the depths of a lost heart, into the barren wilderness of a soul in agony. I did not come with thunder or a storm, but with a gentle call, a small yet unwavering light, a presence that never abandons. I whispered words of life into their soul, even as all else spoke only of failure, sin, and tragic fate. And though the journey back may not be smooth, though there are stumbles and dark days, I have never stopped working. I persist as faithfully as your love has endured, because your love, though weary and worn, has become the bridge by which I entered. Because you refuse to give up, I'm moved. My child, hear this. Restoration does not come in a moment's clap. It is the work of a season, a broad journey, a process shaped by faith and mercy. But it is certain transformation is underway, not by human effort, but by my power. I am rewriting the story of the one you love, turning pages stained with sorrow into lines of hope. I will not only bring them back, I will make them new. The soul once shattered will sing again. The mind once in turmoil will be healed. The family you thought was falling apart will be restored, not in the old way, but on a new, firm foundation. I have seen you kneel beside your bed countless nights, hands trembling, prayers rising like silent cries. I have seen your longing gaze at the empty space where your child once sat, once laughed, once was your joy. You remember the innocence, and your heart aches at the present. But that very cry of love has risen to the heavens. I have not turned away. I have not ignored. When your love reached me, I was moved. And once I act, nothing can stand in my way. Believe this, my child. The day will come when you see your beloved walk out of darkness, eyes lit with new life. The day will come when they thank you for not giving up, and thank me for never turning away. The day will come when you realize every tear you shed, every prayer you whispered became seeds of faith watered by grace, and the harvest has come. Your family is not only preserved, they are renewed. Not only saved, they are commissioned. They will become living testimony to others still lost, that no one is ever too far for my arm to reach. No one is ever too late for me to save. So, my child, keep praying, keep standing. Even when you do not yet see, believe that what I have begun, I will complete. Let your love, though tired, remain a song of praise to me. For I am the God of miracles. I am the Father of restoration, and in me there is no such thing as hopeless. My beloved child, know this. I am the unchanging one, the one ever living, ever powerful, ever working through all generations, across history's tides, and throughout human life seasons. I have never ceased to feel compassion, nor withdrawn my mighty hand. Many have come to me, not in glory or perfection, but in brokenness, weariness, and despair. They came not bearing triumphs, but shattered dreams, not with wealth, but trembling hands emptied by fear, not with songs, but unheard sobs. And I, the God of mercy, have embraced each one in my arms. Some came with failing bodies, holding terminal diagnoses. When medicine had no answers and hope seemed lost, I did not stand by. I became the remedy man could never create. I did not merely heal the body. I touched the root where the soul grew weary under death's shadow. In a world where promises crumble, I gave them the unchanging word of life. Then, like a cool wind sweeping a barren field, my healing came. Not merely as absence of illness, but as the infusion of new life. Some came with minds in turmoil and hearts lost in confusion. They tried every method, explored every way out, only to find themselves deeper in darkness. They asked, "Where is the way?" And I answered, not just with words, but with my very presence. I became the way not only to escape pain, but the path into life. I became the light that shattered their inner fog, so each step could find firm ground even when scenery had yet to change. In me, they no longer needed to understand everything, for I myself was enough to carry them forward. I received shattered souls, fragments scattered by betrayal, failure, and loss. The deep wounds no one else saw, I saw. The dreams long buried, I unearthed. The parched lands of spirit, I revived. Not with force, but with unspeakable gentleness. I did not scorn the hurting. I did not cast away the desperate. On the contrary, I loved and sought the brokenhearted. I did not view them with judgment. I saw their worth, not by worldly standards, but through eternal love's lens. Do you know, child, when people come to me, I do not check their background. I do not measure them by achievements, fame, or perfection. I look at the heart, a humble heart, a soul brave enough to seek me even in disappointment. That is more precious to me than gold. No one is too low for me to reject. No one is too far gone for me to restore. No one is too late for me to rewrite their story. All who seek me in truth, I draw near. I have lifted the poor from ashes of defeat and given glory no one expected. I have broken iron doors that held the hopeless in chains, chains of addiction, insecurity, sorrow, and set them free. No longer captives, but truly liberated souls. I have laid my hand on bodies the world called incurable, and those bodies rose again, restored, full of life. But I did not stop there. I laid my hand on buried dreams. I stirred what seemed dead, businesses once closed, relationships thought shattered, hearts shut tight. I brought them back to life, restored them, and caused them to bear fruit again. Marriages once on the brink from betrayal, hurt, and silence, I stepped in with gentleness. I didn't just mend, I renewed. I laid new foundations and rebuilt with truth, forgiveness, and hope. families torn apart by misunderstanding and distance. I took each by the hand and drew them closer than ever. Where once was a battlefield, now stands a place of peace, laughter, and unconditional love. When I move, I do not merely patch what is broken. I create anew. I make a way where there was no way. I cause rivers to flow through the desert of the soul. I bring life from lifeless ground. From ashes I create beauty. From ruins I build temples. I craft treasures for my kingdom. That is who I am, the restorer, the healer, the giver of hope. And today I am still the same. I have not changed. If you need healing, I am healing. If you are lost, I am the way. If your heart is broken, I am your refuge. If you've lost everything, I am all you need. Come to me, not with credentials, but with your heart. Trust me, not because you are strong enough, but because I am powerful enough. And you will see miracles are not only from the past, they are happening now in my embrace. O child, my heart turns to those who have given more than they had, living quietly in a noisy world, expecting no recognition or reward. They do not stand on stages, are not celebrated, and remain hidden from the spotlight. Yet, they keep humanity's heart beating. They are caregivers of the elderly, mothers sitting for hours beside a sick child, fathers toiling silently so their families lack nothing. They are exhausted nurses after long shifts, street sweepers working while the city still sleeps, teachers shaping children with patient love, pastors, servers, cooks, those who step back so others move forward. Has anyone seen them? Does anyone know what they've poured out? Who has counted the times they chose silence when they had every right to cry out? How many nights did they hold on to fading dreams just to keep someone else's dream alive? Who has heard the prayers whispered in kitchens, hospitals, workshops, places no one thinks of as spiritual battlegrounds? I have. I always have. Not a drop of sweat has fallen unnoticed. No sacrifice has escaped my understanding. Not a moment of exhaustion has gone without me drawing near. I was there, not from a distance, but within the very weight they carried. Perhaps I did not always remove the stone from their shoulders, but I placed my mighty hand beneath the burden to keep them from breaking. I whispered words of life into their weary minds. I placed peace in their hearts when they thought they could not go on. I sent a gentle look, an embrace, a word of encouragement, sometimes through those they cared for, to remind them, I am here. They are never invisible to me. In the silence, I worked wonders. I not only helped them survive the long days, but renewed their inner strength. They did not realize that with every choice to love, to give, to intercede for others, they were infused with supernatural strength. Each small act of love became a stream connecting them to the source of life that never runs dry. Me. I became their secret refuge where they could rest, even for a moment amid their many responsibilities. Little by little, I led them into a new season, not with trumpets, but with tender signs of restoration. I opened doors to a place of refreshing, where what they poured out would now return in abundance. They began to feel again the joy they once helped others rediscover. They began to be heard, cared for, upheld, not by demand, but because I appointed the time for renewal. Because they gave without measure, I give beyond measure. Because they loved unconditionally, I love them completely. Because they sacrificed unseen, their reward is from me, unstealable, unforgettable. And child, know this. If you are in that place now, exhausted, always supporting behind the scenes, needed but never cared for, I see you. I am drawing near. I place my hand on your shoulder and say, I know, I have seen, now it is time I restore. I do not promise all burdens will vanish, but I promise you will never bear them alone. I will renew your heart. I will place within you streams of life, patience, and joy, and give you rest. Not just a break, but true rest of the soul, a restoration flowing from my presence. So do not hesitate to release it all into my hands. Don't think you must push harder to please me. What pleases me is a heart that knows how to stop and surrender. You do not need to pretend strength before me. I know you. I always have. Beloved child, etch this deep in your heart. Deliverance from me is not always sudden, but it is always certain when you continue walking with me in faith. Sometimes miracles come instantly, like lightning tearing through a dark sky, chains falling at once, freedom flooding like rain in the desert. But sometimes I deliver quietly, step by step, day by day, in patience and enduring faith's shadow. Every small step forward, though it seems small, is victory in my eyes. Every day you choose to continue, not give up, to believe without seeing, that is the miracle unfolding within you. You do not need to understand every detail. You do not need to see the end. You only need to know, I never begin what I do not intend to complete. Even when change feels slow, even when freedom feels distant, trust that I am at work unseen. I am making a way. I am breaking chains you did not know you wore. I am building strength in you no one can take away. Do not let delay blur your faith. Do not let silence convince you I've forgotten. I never forget you. I am training you to walk in true freedom, not only circumstantial, but spiritual. A lasting freedom that does not rely on sight or sound. Remember, when you see others delivered, healed, doors opened, chains broken quickly, do not envy. I understand the feeling. I understand the question. Why not me? I know the weariness of waiting, the long nights wondering if your miracle will come. But child, I show no favoritism. What I have done for others, I can and will do for you. Every soul is precious to me. Every cry reaches me. Every longing for healing touches my heart. Let your heart rejoice when you see miracles in others. They prove I am still moving, my power not exhausted, and my love flowing. Do not close your heart, open it wider. Let the joy in others rekindle your own faith. Some I bring out of darkness immediately. Others I lead through fire, water, impassable paths. But whatever the way, I am always there. If I lead you through fire, it will not consume you. If I lead you through water, you will not drown. You will come out unharmed, unafraid, and without the scent of smoke. I do not just deliver you from circumstances, I deliver you from past marks. No one will see you and know you were once a prisoner. No one will touch you and feel fear from former years. You will be living proof of full restoration, not only healed, but renewed. Not only delivered, but set. Not only coming out, but stepping into a new life filled with power, hope, and love. My timing is perfect. My ways wiser than human understanding, my love unchanging. You do not need to race anyone. You do not need to strive to be someone else. You only need to remain in me. Walk with me daily. Even if slow, even if unclear, even when faith feels fragile, I hold it. I will not let you fall. I will not leave you behind. What I began in you, I will finish. Take heart, my child. Deliverance is coming, not as a possibility, but as a certainty. Keep praying, keep standing, keep praising in darkness and light. Hold on to the promise, for the one who promised is faithful. And when that day comes, the day you walk out of bondage into freedom, eyes shining, you will know every tear, every weight, every breath endured was not in vain. For I was there, I am still here, and I will bring you out in glory, victory, and love that never lets go. Beloved child, let what I have done for others kindle hope in you. When you hear of healing, restored families, transformed lives, it is not to make you feel forgotten, but to remind you I am still moving, my power unspent, my miracles not for a select few. These testimonies are not the luxury of others' faith, but an invitation to your own, to step into grace's current, to enter the story I long to write for your life. Let others' testimonies resound in you as a sacred reminder. If he did it for them, he can do it for me. When you hear of an addiction broken, a soul rescued, a mind healed, it means hope remains for you, for your loved ones, for your life. Do not